One thing I should probably get out of the way beforehand. When I say veiled desire, you're probably thinking romance novel, veiled desire. Forbidden love. He must hide his longing from those around him because it's so dramatic and painful. No, that's not the kind of veiled desire I'm talking about. Or, I mean, that could be, it could be desire for somebody, or it could be desire for something. It's any want that a character has that they can't just show and blurt out to everybody else. This is the kind of thing that a lot of less experienced writers try and hint by having the character just stare at the thing all the time. Ask about the thing all the time. And then it turns out that they want the thing, and everyone's like, what the fuck? He wanted the thing? No, nobody's reacting like that. Like when Boromir tries to take the ring, nobody's surprised. With that out of the way, the first way to hint and build up veiled desire is to have the character almost ask about the thing. Almost reach out for the thing. Almost make a move to try and get the thing. When they maybe think they have an opportunity, or, they just forget who's there, etc. This could be reaching out to touch someone or grab something, being like, hey, where is... Oh, no, I'm not gonna ask it. No, never mind. Where they stop themselves just before they actually try and get it or ask for it, because you're not trying to just, dump a steaming, pile of poo that smells something like, oh yeah, this character wants this thing right in your reader's lap. You want them to not know it, but then for it to make sense after they find out. This generally works if somebody is a little bit more of an impulsive character, let's say, and also maybe thinks they have an opportunity to get the thing, or just forgets that they don't, and also generally, really, really wants the thing with more of an emotional impulse behind it. This generally doesn't work as well if your character is a little bit more self-contained or isn't really emotionally invested in trying to get the thing that he wants to get, even if, he does want it in some capacity. He's only going to be like, oh my god, the thing! Oh wait, no, never mind. If, he, actually intensely wants the thing. The second way to show veiled desire is to have the character accuse somebody else of wanting the thing. I don't know why people really do this. I'm sure I do it as well, but when I, think about it abstractly, it just seems like a very weird thing for a person to do, but people do project their own desires onto other people a lot. I'm not sure the evolutionary function of this or whatever. Carl Jung, please DM me, but it happens. That you can't deny. It might not even be a direct accusation. They might just be like, hey, do you like blondes? If they're thinking if they want a specific blonde in particular, for example. This works best when the character has not even really that much admitted to themselves, and definitely not to others, that they want this thing. Maybe others are even accusing them of wanting it, but they're like, nah, it's you. But generally, this happens in situations where the character does not yet really have active plans to go for the thing, and maybe isn't yet fully convinced themselves that they want it. This also works well in situations where the character is embarrassed for wanting what they want, and kind of wants to deflect even the idea that they could possibly want it. No, I'm not gay, bro. You're gay. You want to sleep with men, don't you? Not me. I don't want to kiss that guy over there. No. And finally, a third good way to hint and build up an unseen veiled desire is to have that character try and go away, or get in a bad mood, or act differently, or just generally not be happy or not be themselves when the thing that they want is mentioned or presented to them. This may seem a little counterintuitive because you might think, if somebody wants something, then, if you put it in front of them, they're going to be, they're going to perk up and be like, ooh, the thing. But generally, if somebody is trying to hide their desire and they're not able to, at that moment, go for the thing that they want, or they feel like they can never even do it, so why would they even bother telling it to anyone, or they're even embarrassed for wanting it. If you put it in front of them, that's going to bring up that embarrassment, that's going to bring up that feeling of powerlessness and inability to, go after and get what you want. It's just going to remind you, you're here and you just can't do anything. Look, the thing, but no touchy. This works best with characters who are very committed to hiding that they want the thing, and also a little bit more emotionally driven. They can't really hide the fact that, seeing the thing really, gets them going, and they really want it, but they can't have it, and it's kind of, they feel kind of grumpy about that. So what they gotta do is they just gotta leave, or they gotta try to hide the grumpiness as best as possible. But, they can't completely. but, it doesn't make it completely obvious that they want the thing, at the very least.